Let's start with some news from yesterday. Greg and Gio have started to patch things up, according to Matt Crocker, as reported by Jeff Carlisle on Twitter. Should I read the statement?
Yes.
I think both Greg and Gio are in a good place to move forward, Crocker said. Apparently, he said they have met to move their relationship forward, with Reyna set to be called into the next camp, for which he is healthy.
The way you put emphasis on I think you added a level of uncertainty that I did not read that as having.
Yeah, that was purely accidental, if so. But
I mean, you have to put the blame on Mr. Crocker for saying I think. You know what I'm saying? He's an executive with a front-facing position where he has to talk to the masses, talk to the people. He has to be more clear in what he's declaring. You know what I'm saying? If you throwing this press pass out, we don't got no time for I think.
Yeah.
I could have read
that
it
either. It's all. I was feeling awesome, and now I'm really in the dumps. I think we're good. I just did it too, didn't I?
I could have read it like this. I think both Greg and Gio are in a good place to move forward.
Okay. Hold on. That's a totally different characterization. All right. So,
I mean, if they have met, then that's good. And he said they have met. Did they need a third party there to referee the conversation? Perhaps we'll never know.
I mean, when you put I was gonna say, since he brought it up since he brought up the mediation part in Vanity Fair, that of course he did it, but I guess he just mentioned that he talked to experts in mediation. Yeah. So maybe, there just wasn't a third party, and Greg just took his newly acquired talents and put them to good use. Either way, the end result is the end result.
I'm choosing to imagine a team of lawyers involved.
A giant boardroom.
Yeah, just like I don't know if y'all remember when those charges were levied against Man City, and there was just like it became a meme, just a video of lawyers walking with briefcases.
It couldn't have been. It wasn't that. So I don't think any of this is a surprise. Of course he's coming back. Of course he's getting called in. What's the next step? What's the next step here?
Well, if you read the replies to the announcement, John Brooks is the next step.
Oh.
Okay.
Now do John Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, assuming they met in Germany, you know what I'm saying? Things aren't too far away in Deutschland, you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully. I guess maybe to answer your question, the next step on the Gio front would be for him to play in
just
soccer games.
Show up in a camp, you know what I'm saying? Get out that car, flash that smile, have a little gallery department hat on, you know what I'm saying? Per usual, some chrome hearts, something. Little drip for everybody. And, we go again.
Yeah.
We go again. And beat Germany in Hartford. That's the ultimate grand finale, you know what I'm saying? Confetti falling. Greg Berhalter, arms in the air, looking for somebody to hug. Who's that somebody happen to be? Who's he lock eyes with first? Giovanni Reyna.
Yep.
Give a nice little hug, pat on the back, and then we move.
And that's how we fully heal. We need some work from them in terms of connecting with each other.
Yeah.
It's really the last thing they did on the field together was Greg Berhalter, doing that bounce pass to Gio that he didn't commit to at all. I guess maybe that's something you guys didn't.
I didn't notice that.
It's been in my head for a long time, but did happen.
It was a bounce pass that he refused to engage with, or did he just bat it away?
Yeah, it was a poor bounce pass that he just made look as bad as possible. Gio did.
What was that quote from Danielle, man, about the bounce passes?
I know the quote. It's something to the effect of, "I can make." We don't need to get back into. I mean,
come on, let's do it a little bit.
I can make. It's a beautiful quote. I can make one phone call and all of his cool sneakers and bounce passes will be gone.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it.
Which I don't know if we ever talked about that Did she think people thought he was cool?
There seemed to be some envy, resentment, harboring.
Because no one thinks
So I
that.
don't.
No one.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know, but she was may or may not have been delusional about other things too. So we can keep moving, but
her definition of cool may be different than ours. I mean, mine is different from yours, right? We all have different definitions of cool.
Of course.
But very few of ours include Greg Berhalter as being cool. I wouldn't think.
Correct. Now, with the listenership of this pod and the particular demographic that this pod serves, you know what I'm saying? I think we might get some different opinions. All my brothers and sisters age is 40 to 60.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Greg might hit that sweet spot.
Yeah, and man, I've learned this over the past years. Young people, they just really don't like us very much. They're not
us, like us three.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, scuffed.
Yeah, they like Vince. They like young people
Vince.
like Vince. Yeah.
I think it's mostly
me. They don't like, and Greg.
I was going to suggest maybe should we just kind of cynically become a little more anti-Berhalter just to get them on our side? Like maybe start like a pretty anti-Berhalter YouTube presence where we can just prepare stuff for you to get on there every week, and you just you go off,
go to town.
Yeah, and that could help get people to the podcast.
I mean, we got to make some business decisions, Yeah, it's business time. Anti-Berhalter is, it's a viable business choice for sure. Oh, okay. So Gio, the other thing, I mean, you mentioned it, Waukee, but Gio still hasn't played for Dortmund. He's been on the bench, unused for the past 2 games, I believe. Dortmund could, the way they're playing right now, they could get some dead rubber Champions League games, but that's not until closer to Christmas. So if we want him to be here for this crowning victory over Germany that sort of heals all the wounds of the national team, he's got to get on the field here pretty soon, next couple weeks.
But he's got to come either way, unless he gets injured somehow.
Yeah, he'll come. That's true. But it'd be nice to have him come in with a head of steam. That is probably too much to ask.